Fashion stars, burrito burnt to a char. Fashion is law, nailing trinkets to dolls. 108 commanded to procreate. Fasting for 40 days and death if you desecrate. 2000.
Alright, so this is Robosapien. I'm going to be showing you all how to fix a very common problem with the V2s that a lot of people are going to get. It's when the wrist stops moving from side to side. It's this little peg in there. That little peg, it breaks. And what a lot of people do is they'll put super glue on it or whatever, and they'll try to fix it, and it'll fix it for about, I don't know, 3 days, and then it breaks off again. And there is a very easy way to fix this problem. All you do is you take a screw that's long enough that can fit between these two broken pieces, and you put it in there and you screw it in no matter how tight it's going to get. You want to choose a screw, it's about this size, and you just screw it in there and it'll connect together, because that's normally a screw hole. So the screw hole that's going to be here on this side of the bottom right screw, the fourth screw, that screw hole is not going to be full. That one's not going to have a screw in it, but that's okay. Instead of that screw going through the arm and that, it's just going to be going straight through there, so there's no bullshit, it'll just fit together. That way, when you're putting this thing back together, you don't have to worry about trying to hold this thing into place and then screwing it in. You just put it in right away, and that's trouble-free. That's all you got to do, and it'll hold it. It's been working just fine for me. My V2's had a few more problems since it's a sharper image. The plastic cracks a lot easier, and this whole part broke, and I glued it back together. I don't know how long it's going to stay, but this has been a good learning experience because this is a very easy fix. It takes 5 minutes, and hopefully this is going to save a lot of people's V2s, or it's going to help a lot of people out with this, because they're going to be very upset with it. I know that I've had a lot of V2s in my day. I have 3 of them right now, and almost every single one has had this problem, especially the black and silver V2s. These wrists will not move side to side, and it's because of this stupid peg right there. That stupid peg that Wily Robotics designed. You'd think they'd make it stronger, but they didn't. But a simple screw going through there like I normally would, but if it breaks, it's hard to get that screw in there while also trying to line up the arm and keep the hand in place. If you just forget about all that nonsense and just put the screw in like that, it's much easier. There's no bull crap. It's a hell of a lot easier. So I'm gonna put this guy back together and I'll show you what the final result is. But yeah, this is a very easy mod or repair, whatever you want to call it, and I think anyone who has this problem should just do it. Even if your V2 doesn't even have this problem, I'd recommend just taking off the body of the V2, taking out the front shell, and then taking off the back part of this arm, and then just putting a screw in there. It's going to save your V2 a lot. It's going to help it out a lot. It's just going to keep that little piece in there. There's not going to be any bullshit that's going to happen from that thing breaking. It'll be easy, and I recommend everyone does it. Now, that being said, if your V2 breaks and while you're doing this, it's not my fault. That's your fault. So don't blame me saying, oh, I broke my V2 doing this, buy me a new one. I'm not going to do that. You're at your own risk if you're going to do this, but I recommend you do it. I will see you guys in the next video when I have this guy all put back together, and I'll show you how he works. So yeah, thanks for watching. I just want to make this quick little video.